What's up, everybody? It's Truman here, and I think I'm going to start a quote-unquote historic review of vehicles in Armored Warfare, and then I'll run a series right along next to it with kind of an in-game review. But for now, let's get started with that historic review. Starting off, we're going to use the Swingfire. There's a love-hate relationship with that one. The Swingfire Armored Fighting Vehicle, or to go by its official designation from the British Army, the FV-438. It's a modification of the British Army's FV-430 fighting vehicles. First came into use in the 1970s. The FV-438s were operated as a specialized anti-tank unit of the British Infantry and British Royal Armoured Corps. The role was then transferred to the Royal Artillery in the mid-1980s. The FV-438s were taken into service as guided weapon troops of armoured regiments, 9 vehicles to a regiment. It has 2 firing bins and could carry a total of 14 missiles. In game, we see it comes fully stocked with 30, which could be reloaded from inside the vehicle. Besides using a mounted guidance system, a control unit could be deployed, and the missiles aimed and fired from to 100 meters, 328 feet, from the control system, allowing the vehicle to remain completely hidden from the enemy. This Swingfire missile was capable of making a 90-degree turn immediately after firing. The armored vehicle had a weight of 16.21 tons. It was 5.1 meters or 16 feet long. It was 3 meters wide or 9 feet wide. It was 2.7 meters or 8 feet tall and held a crew of 3. Realistically, it had a maximum of 12.7 millimeters of armor at its thickest face. Powered by a Rolls-Royce K60 multi-fuel engine, it had a total horsepower of 240, giving it an approximate power-to-weight ratio of 15.7 horsepower per ton, going up to a total top speed of 52 km an hour or 47 mile per hour, giving the Swingfire an optimal range of 480 kilometers or 298 miles. Now let's get to what makes this vehicle such a killer: its gun. Or better yet, the launchers mounted on the roof. The Swingfire ATGM, or Anti-Tank Guided Missile, was developed by Fairey Engineering Limited and the British Aircraft Corporation in the 1960s to replace the Vickers Vigilant missile that was in British service. Its design incorporated elements from its predecessor, the Vigilant, and the experimental Orange William missile. It went into service in 1966 up until 1993. In mid-2005, the Swingfire ATGM was replaced by the Javelin, an American-made, man-portable, fire-and-forget anti-tank missile made by Texas Instrument and Martin Marietta, now Raytheon and Lockheed Martin. Over 46,650 Swingfire missiles were produced, powered by a solid rocket fuel motor giving an operational range of 140 to 4,000 meters. 150 to 4,000 meters, 492 to 13,123 feet, having a total weight of 27 kilograms, 59.5 pounds, with 7 kilograms, 15 pounds, of that weight being the heat or high explosive anti-tank warhead, guided to the target via wire at 185 meters a second, or 606.9 feet per second, where on impact it would detonate with the ability to penetrate up to 800 meters, or 31 inches of rolled homogeneous armor. Depends on where you're from and how you want to pronounce that. I've always heard homogeneous, so that's what I'm going with. Some countries still use this weapon system. Egypt, Iraq, Iraq might still use it. Kenya, Nigeria, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, and Sudan. As a little signing off trivia question, does anybody recognize the vehicle shape and profile from any other game? I'll give you a second to try and figure it out. Everyone submitted their answers? Good. Those of us that play Warhammer 40k or any of the Warhammer series would recognize, should recognize this as the base chassis for the Rhino tank. One was purchased from a private owner by THQ and used to make the mock-up of it. I'll try to do this series of historical and in-game in line with each other I guess I'll try to do Swingfire, historical Swingfire in game. I'll try to do the M60A2 next. It's a very interesting history on it. And for now, I hope you all enjoy the series and have a good day.